And I'm Dudley.
And this is Deaf and Dumb in stereo.
Yes, I'm in one side and you're on the other.
I know.
Stereo technology is wonderful.
And we're both in the same room right now.
We are both in the same room.
Yeah. We
metaphysically and physically.
What do you mean by metaphysically?
Psychologically and non-psychologically.
And metapsychologically.
And metapsychologically. I'm just saying words now.
Yeah. Yeah.
As if I wasn't saying words before.
Yeah. Okay. You feeling all right now? You get it out of your system?
Yeah, no, maybe. We'll see. We'll just have to go with the flow.
All right.
I'm tired.
Yeah. It's been a long 2 days.
Yes.
We drove across the country and back.
Well, we went up the country.
We went up the country.
We went whoop and then whoop back down.
Yeah. All in, well.
Yeah. and the whoop is a 14-hour whoop.
Yeah, it's a big whoop.
It's a big whoop.
Yeah.
There wasn't a short whoop.
Yeah, our buddy Trey, who we talk about pretty regularly.
Yes.
Invited us to tag along for a road trip with him.
Yes.
Up to Iowa.
The state of Iowa.
I'd
never been to Iowa.
I had never been to Iowa.
It's the first time I've been to all the states between, but not to Iowa. We drove I drove the 2.5 hours here, and then we drove the 14 hours from here to Iowa.
Yeah. All in one shot.
All in one go.
I would have to say, you're a machine. Because you drove both ways the whole time.
I am the machine.
I would, my hip and my knee would be killing me right now if I had done such a thing.
Usually, I do have some issues when being in a car that long, but this time I didn't.
No. Does it have to do with the poops?
My system shuts down. Nothing flows. Nothing flows at all. Did you almost just spew water everywhere?
There's a fly in my drink.
Oh no! And now I'm looking at mine. I'm like,
yeah. I took a drink and there it was in my face.
Oh no!
So I was like, do I want to swallow this or do I want to spit it out? But I don't have anywhere to spit it.
Okay.
So.
But yeah. My system is fine.
Yeah.
I made the drive.
We made the drive.
But 14 hours is probably about as long as I can do it. Probably.
Yeah, I mean
I've done longer before, but
that was bad. We drove to Miami.
Yeah, that's a long drive.
It was like a 22-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad.
Yeah.
We made the mistake of starting at night. That's a huge mistake.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
If you're doing a long drive, start
early in the morning.
Early before dawn, get up and go.
Yeah.
And have some coffee. And then you're kind of starting your day.
Yeah.
You got the energy from sleeping the night before, and you just go right through it, and then just crash the night.
I mean, we got there before it got dark.
Yeah, we were there. What, 7:30?
Yeah, 7:30 or 8.
Yeah, almost 8.
It wasn't quite dark, but it was still daylight, and the sun was on the horizon, and we got checked into the hotel and just kind of hung out and took it easy.
Yeah, and we went to sleep and got up and spent 2 days. Doing stuff. Yeah, we were in this cool little village.
Yeah,
village called Amana.
Amana. Yeah.
Amana
Colonies. Amana Colonies.
Amana Colonies.
It's a cool little German village thing going on.
Yeah. We had bratwursts.
Yeah, we had bratwursts. We had a lot of good food.
Yeah,
we ate some Indian food. We ate some Ethiopian food, which I never had before.
Never done that.
Yeah, that was a cool experience. It was good.
Yeah, it's different.
It was very different.
But it was good.
It was really good. Everything was really good. We had a good time.
We had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really game related.
No.
But that's what we did for the last 4 days.
No, it's other hobbies. But, it was
we rolled in just an hour ago.
Yeah, not even quite that.
Just late Sunday night.
Yeah,
getting this podcast in the can.
Yeah, so we can go to sleep.
I was gonna drink that water. I went to reach for that water again, but I forgot it's fly water now.
This is fly water. I cannot drink the fly water. I lied to some people about the show because I told them we were going to record it Wednesday night because that's our original plan.
Yeah, that was our original plan, but you got in kind of late.
Yeah, and so we were just like, we'll just do it
I
Sunday.
we switched to summer hours at work, and so I was still kind of getting used to that, so I was tired. And then, I didn't know if I had enough to talk Phil up an episode.
Yeah, it would have been tough to do an episode only 3 days after doing it.
And we had to get up
week, so
really early the next morning, so...
But crack early.
Yeah. So we're recording Sunday night.
Yes.
So
we're doing like
which
we
is
always
more
do.
like our usual. Usually we record Sunday afternoon, evening, depending on what's going on.
Yeah.
So.
What are you talking about? We always do it in the evening. We're always like 8 o'clock.
When we first started, when you first split off with me and went off to some other place,
we were earlier.
And we started recording. We used to do it in the morning.
Yeah.
We used to do it Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go eat some lunch." And then I'll get my notes together. And so it's like 3 or 4 before you're ready. So don't put this on me.
No, yeah.
This is all your fault.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. So yeah.
Yeah.
You have a good week?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hung out a lot of it.
We spent we spent most of it together.
Yeah.
A good chunk of it.
Good chunk of it.
A good chunk together. Yeah. My computer's crashing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nope, it's fine. All right. We spent a big chunk of it together. Didn't play a lot of games.
Yeah,
we played the Mario Kart.
We played some Mario Kart in the hotel room.
Yeah,
I brought it along. I brought my docking station.
And I had my Switch.
Yeah.
And we played some Mario Kart with Trey.
Yeah, with the little Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Trey
well,
and
y'all did. I was playing on my own Switch.
Yeah.
So I had
which I think gave you an unfair advantage.
I don't think so, because Trey still beat us in the end.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think he won any of them.
Oh, wait.
You won.
You won.
I won one of them. You won the other.
No, I think in the end I didn't win the Grand Prix.
Oh, wait. I did win the Grand
Someone else
Prix.
won. I thought it was... I kept getting confused who it was because y'all's names kept switching.
Yeah.
Like, we did one race and Trey had your username.
Yeah, because we had the controller kept switching sides of the screen, so we kept having to swap.
Yeah, so I didn't know who won, actually.
Yeah, I did.
But that was fun.
But it was fun. It was weird playing with just the small controller.
Yeah.
I had to adjust to that. Trey had to adjust to that.
Yeah.
And he was like, touch tiny controllers.
So small.
But it worked good. And getting used to that and the split screen down the middle is always a little weird. But
it's not
it
bad.
felt like I had no peripherals. I kept running into walls because I didn't realize how close they were.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It was fun to play. It worked
good.
really well. It was cool to be able to bring my little docking station.
Yeah.
It fit right into my bag, and I just plugged it up to the TV, and we set it up and started playing.
Yeah. And then I just played from my from the Switch portably.
Yeah.
And that was fun. It's nice. Quick and easy. My Nintendo backpack is wonderful.
Yeah, I
Very
really
fun.
like that backpack.
It's very, very good. I don't know if I've talked about it on the show.
I don't think you have. You got yourself a little.
I got the Switch official backpack that has
Yeah.
all the little pouches for all the little
It's
stuff.
pretty nice. I really like it. I may have to get me one.
It's good. It's really nice because it carries my Switch and the controllers and a game, all my Switch stuff, and then my laptop goes in there too.
Yeah.
And it's basically all my electronic bag
Yeah.
now, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've kind of found myself because. Like I kind of found myself wishing I had something like that for this trip because like I have a case for my Switch, but it won't fit everything.
Yeah.
And I felt like I had my laptop and everything, and I ended up just kind of tossing it all inside my little duffel bag with all my clothes and stuff, which worked fine. But I kind of was just like, oh, be careful when we were packing it and stuff. Because my laptop was in there.
Yeah.
So.
I had 2 bags. I had my backpack and in my clothes bag. So it works really well.
Yeah.
And so I recommend it if you have a Switch and you have other devices.
And it looks really nice. It's
really
a
nice.
nice looking bag.
It's a
and
nice
it looks small, but it holds a lot.
It's much bigger than you think it is.
Yeah. Like when you first got it, I'm like, it looks kind of small. But then you showed me like all the pouches. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, my headphones fit. I can fit everything I need for the podcast just about, except for the mixer. And my laptop and the Switch and the controllers for the Switch and everything on one bag. And my headphones and everything. And it's really, really, really great.
Yeah.
So it's perfect for just like, got to go back home, throw everything in the bag, and take a change of clothes, and I'm good to go. So yeah, if you have a Switch and you travel a lot, I recommend it.
I recommend it too.
And even it's a pretty good backpack. You could just use it for other stuff and use the pouches for other things.
Yeah, it's pretty sleek looking.
In general, they're kind of laid out. Some of the pouches are for the controllers are small, so you can't really put much else in it.
Yeah.
Before we left, I got to play
the Vive.
The 5i5.
Yeah, you before you came in and you
instead of recording the podcast, I played the Vive.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
I've got to play the accounting simulator.
From Crows.
Crows.
Justin Rowland's company.
Yeah.
His game company.
It's good.
That and Squanchtendo.
Squanchtendo?
Yeah, it's the name of the two companies that work together to make the game.
Yeah.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
It is.
It's such a bizarre game.
It's bizarre and it's hilarious. I enjoyed it. I went through the little stages and just like I got people yelling at you and talking to you and just like what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
It's like these weird little interactive things and it's like stages of the deal and it's just a little story. I mean, it takes you maybe 30 minutes to go through the whole thing. But it cost money. It was free.
It was free. It's free.
It's fun. It's a really good, fun, free.
Yeah, it's one of the better free ones and it's you can tell they're playing with the format. They're kind of getting a feel for like ways to kind of let the player know what they're supposed to do without just showing them, but also like by the way the characters are kind of basically shouting at it. It feels more personal because like you can play that game normally and no characters shout at you and it's not that big deal, but because it feels like you're in the environment and there's some guy staring at you, screaming at you. It just makes it more intense. It's also hilarious. It's really funny.
It's hilarious. And it's kind of funny once you kind of start figuring out, because it crashed on me in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So I had to quickly get through everything again to get back to where I was. And so I was just like, I got to, and you've talked about it on the show. You've gone through the kind of story of it.
Yeah.
And the part where he's stabbing a guy.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
it's really weird.
Pick up the knife, stab the guy. And he's screaming. And I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, but the first time you're going,
the first time I'm just like,
no. And then not only do you have to stab him and it sticks it in there, you gotta like pull it down.
Yeah, because I stabbed him in there and it just stuck in him. He was just yelling, and I'm gonna stand there going, I gotta drag it down now.
Oh no. Yeah.
The king of VR.
Yeah. The whole little story is pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
Did you play anything else on it, or is that?
I played around with the wizard thing.
Oh, Waltz of the Wizard. That's right.
Waltz of the Wizard. Which it's kind of a fun little thing. It's kind of fun to screw around with.
Yeah.
It didn't quite grip me that much.
Really?
There was some stuff in it that was kind of fun, but it felt like I couldn't quite do enough.
I don't know. Of course, you have to remember also, you didn't have to make any of the spells.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know how to reset it. Because I played through it, and I had to mix ingredients to create the spells.
See, I didn't have to do that.
So you just had to they were already unlocked for you. You could just grab them. So I think that adds a little bit to it.
Yeah, maybe. And I think they probably would.
It adds another layer of puzzles, because you have to make combinations to figure out which ones make different things. Also, I don't think you did all the globes, because there's little globes you could... One of them is really weird and interesting.
Yeah.
But overall, I think you kind of got the gist of the experience.
Yeah, I plan to tomorrow, before I head back, is to play a little bit. I'm going to try to do the Rick and Morty
virtual reality.
Virtual reality. And try to play through it. Yeah. And then before I head out.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, it's real good.
And then maybe play around with Valve Labs a little bit.
Yeah, that one's
fun. Do
the
shooting game.
Yeah. I got a bunch of stuff loaded up, so you have plenty of things
I'll play
to
with it a little bit. I can't stay too long, though, and it'll be very tempting, too, but I got to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get back.
Did you feel weird coming out of it after playing for a while?
Yes.
It's so weird. I've played like for 2 or 3 hours at a time sometimes, and I think that's about as long as I've gone. I've maybe pushed 4 hours a little bit, but not really. Usually I take a break at somewhere in the middle of after so long. I stop and get some water. But when you've been in it for a while and you've been playing and you're kind of engrossed in it, and then you come out of it, I always feel weird. Yeah. Because it's like you suddenly become more aware of the way you move.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre. Like, you suddenly, like, you realize, like, when I walk, I kind of bob. Like, because you notice that because because normally in a game, you're just standing still, you're not moving.
Yeah.
And you walk, they may put in a little bobbing animation to make it more real, but when you're wearing a VR headset, your bobs are your bobs. They're not bobs, some set animation. Wherever movement, however you move is how you move through the space. And so when you come out of it, it's like you're more acutely aware of that.
Yeah.
And it's a little bizarre.
Yeah, it was weird because I started out with the accounting simulator, which is kind of a cartoon animation thing. But after a while in it just became normal.
Yeah.
And then when I jumped over to the
Waltz of the Wizard,
it's more detailed.
A lot more detailed.
It's not super realistic, but it does have more
realism
textures to it. And I was like, oh wow, this looks great.
It looks amazing.
And I was like, this looks really good. And it's not even like super graphics or anything. It's just
it had a lot of detailed textures and
I was like, this looks great, especially when you're just like looking at it up close and
it's got more advanced lighting and stuff. It's cool.
And then when I took it off, it was kind of weird. And there was this kind of weird this could just as easily not be real.
Yeah. And
you
start questioning all your realities.
It really makes you question your perspective on the universe. It's pretty cool.
Weird, but cool. It's really weird. I was dreaming VR.
Really?
Yeah, I was dreaming I was playing VR stuff.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird, trippy stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't play much else this week, but I did watch some other people play a game.
Oh, yeah?
I watched them play something called FIFA?
Oh, FIFA?
FIFA.
Do you mean the football thing?
The feet ball.
Yeah, or otherwise it's known as soccer.
The American soccer.
No, the American football.
Well, that's the
no.
No, it's not that one.
No, the opposite, anti-American soccer.
It's
soccer.
It's soccer.
Let's just call it soccer.
Well, anyway,
FIFA.
Some coworkers decided, like at lunch one day, to go to play FIFA. So I went along with them.
Yeah, nice.
And I just kind of hung out while they played, and I didn't pay any attention at all to the game.
So you can't give us the deets on FIFA?
They were playing FIFA 11.
Okay.
On Xbox 360.
That's an older one.
Yes, because, they put out a new one every year.
Yeah.
And I was just making jokes. I was like, they're the same game. They just changed the roster. There's nothing new. But they were betting each other on the on the game, and they were gonna do a game the Wednesday, but when I was leaving, they were playing after work, I believe, and they had a bet for the next day that was gonna be pretty entertaining. I had to find out who won.
Yeah,
2 of my coworkers. And it's like they had to give up something the next day, whoever lost.
Oh yeah.
So I'll have to find out who won.
Yeah.
Because some other people had some interest in it, because it involved one of my coworkers not talking, and another coworker being pleased with this. So I'm gonna have to find out what happened on that. But other than that, I couldn't care less.
No, yeah.
The entertainment goes very little beyond that.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention to them playing. I was playing with a camera the whole time. But yeah. So that happens.
Yeah.
People play games around me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Did you get to play anything?
I played a few other things.
Yeah.
I've been addicted to a freemium game. An iOS game.
Oh, okay. They got their hooks in you.
Yeah, I called Matchland.
land.
Yeah, it's one of those match 3 games, and it's also got kind of the RPG element where you have characters, each like the different color square. The whole thing is you're sliding these tiles around, and they match up the same color, and they break and stuff collapse down, right?
Isn't that the Candy Crush kind of thing?
Yeah, there's a ton of match games
there's a
like
bunch
that.
of them.
It's just a standard match 3. There is some differences though. Most of them, like as you move them, they break, and then everything shifts, and you're constantly like moving them and trying to doing a whole bunch of them, right? Well, in this one, when you move the first one, it starts a timer.
Oh, okay.
And so once the timer starts, every time you get a match, it resets the timer, but it keeps. It's a really short, like a 5-10 timer, and so like you're trying to keep it going by making matches. But if you move a tile that doesn't make a match, it kills the time right then.
Okay.
Or if you can't find another one quick enough, So you're kind of looking at your grid and trying to plan out as many of them as you can. So you're trying to get okay, I'm going to move this one here, and that lets me do this and this to get a bunch of combos. And those colors, blocks tie to a character, and they have to make attacks on monsters, which is pretty common. I played another one. There was a Hero's Quest or something like that, I think it's called, that I really liked, and it had a whole story to it. This one has less of a story and has like levels, but what you're doing is like you're going through levels and you're fighting these monsters. It starts with slime monsters, and as you kill them, you collect them. I say kill them. They burst into bubbles with themselves in it. I don't know how that works.
Essence.
Yeah, I guess. And you're taking them, and then you open these little shops. The way you make gold to buy better to upgrade your characters is by taking the monsters you collect. Like if I get 8 slimes, I can start up the slime shop and sell slimes for so long.
So you're butchering slimes.
You're making them into food, and it's hilarious because every so often you find a boss, which is like a giant version of it, like a giant slime. Like the first one's slime, the second one's like little mushroom creatures, and then like the third one's bees. It's like the giant bee.
Wait, bees?
Like this king
What's
bee thing.
What's monstrous about bees?
They're monstrous.
Bees
but anyway,
help
and so
the environment,
you fight the boss of it, which is usually a giant version of whatever, and but every one of them the same. The boss has a little dialogue box on the level select, and it's like, "Stop turning us into food." Like every one of them says that exact sentence. Stop turning us into food.
That's a very reasonable request, I think.
And so I'm going around. So here's the system. I go and I fight the monster. I get my heroes. I train them, and I fight the monster. I take the monster. I sell the monster as food to the people. I get the money. I upgrade my guys. I beat bigger monsters and continue to cycle. And then it's a freemium game, so you can like play without paying any money, but you can like pay to get some gems that you can then use to get money, and there's like tons of, like you have levels for the characters, but then they also have like 3 levels of evolution that makes them stronger, and then they also have like there's a ton of layers of stuff, and it's fun. I really like it, and I can sit there and kind of play a few matches of it and then move on, and so I'm enjoying it. I don't intend to spend a penny on it.
Yeah, that's the best way to do freemium.
Yeah,
to play them until you can't play them enough. Does it have the thing where things take longer?
Not really. You do have a stamina where like each level costs so many stamina to run, but I usually by the time I run out of stamina, and it takes like 5-6 minutes to regenerate one, and it costs like 5 or 6 or 7 depending on what level it is to do a level. And usually by the time I run out, I'm like, okay, I'll take a break from it, and then I'll come back an hour later and while I have some downtime, I'll play it some more. Yeah, and so I think it works out timing wise pretty well. Like there are times I get like these levels are really hard, and then I do them a bunch of times. I'm getting some resources and some money. Even when you fail, you get a little bit out of it. Yeah. And then I buff my guys a little bit, and then I can start chipping away at it. And or I can go back and replay some of the previous levels to kind of get more resources. And if you can do them fast enough, you get like 3 stars in it, and that gives you more resources, and you can kind of fast play it and stuff like that. Yeah, but I like
some of those games. They have that like Clash of Titan, whatever it's called. Like I played that one for a while, but it got to the point where it took so long. Clash of the Clans or
Clans.
Yeah, Clash of Clans. Or something like that. took so long. It would take days to build anything.
Oh, yes, because that had the building mechanic. You build something, but it takes so long to build it.
It's like, once it got to that point, I just didn't play anymore. Because I wasn't going to pay the money, and that's what the whole point was.
Yeah, this doesn't have that.
That's good.
It does. You open shop, but basically you open them by beating certain levels. And then once you beat that level, you unlock it. And, like, you have what you spend the resources on is upgrading your heroes, and really, you can either just take your time at it and just keep replaying certain levels, or you can. And then once you get 3 stars in a level, you don't have to play it again. You can just like spend the stamina like you would play it, and it automatically just gives you the resources.
Yeah.
Once you do it fast enough, basically, and do it with the fewest amount of turns. So basically, you can do enough combos to kill all the monsters in each wave. Because you do like 3 or 4 waves in each level. Yeah. And I really like it. It's fun. I like the little match games, and it's kind of held my attention for the last like 2 weeks. I keep playing.
It takes you back to a simpler time where you could play the match card game, except it's on a little phone, and you just flip it and go match.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. You sit there and just sliding tiles around and trying to get as many of them, comboed up as possible before your time runs out.
That's cool.
But yeah, I like it.
What's it called again?
Matchland.
Matchland.
Yeah.
That's the best they could come up with.
Yeah, I mean, it sums it up.
It sums it up.
It sums it up.
Okay. I guess it wasn't taken, so I guess it's good.
Yeah.
Matchland.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I've seen you playing it.
Yeah. It's a matching game that has
beneath me
RPG elements. and I like it. Yeah. And I have like 6 characters right now, and I'm unlocking more all the time.
Yeah.
So
speaking of iOS, I forgot to mention I've been playing another game. I've been playing Pokemon Go again.
Not again.
I've been playing.
Yeah.
And even struck up a conversation with one of our waiters while
he was really interested in talking to you about Pokemon Go.
Yeah, and of course I kind of felt bad because I was like, I don't know what anything you're talking about. I just started playing it again.
Yeah.
And so I've been playing that and getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
And getting in the grind again to evolve a ton of Pokemon and level up and get more items. And so that's been fun.
Yeah.
Seeing the new ones is cool.
I saw you play it, and I was briefly tempted. And then I moved on with my life.
Feel the urge.
I just didn't. I don't know. I just don't.
There's so many Pokemon to collect.
I know, and they're going to just keep adding more. That's my problem. I'm never going to get them all because they're going to keep adding more, and then some of them you can't even get yet. Like, you still can't get the legendaries.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that.
Apparently everyone thinks it's going to happen this summer.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
I've moved on.
Yeah, you've moved on.
I've moved on
until the legendary come back, and then you're like, okay, I'll play.
No, I don't think that'll even.
Yeah,
no, I don't think so.
You're gonna want that bird. All right. Did you play anything else?
I did get a game on my Switch that I was intending to play this trip, and I didn't end up not playing it much. I played a little bit one night. Called Kamiko.
Kamiko.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
It's an indie game, right?
Yeah, it's a little indie game. Excuse me. Yeah, it was like a little $6 indie game on the Switch, and it's kind of like an old school top-down, like Zelda, old Link to the Past type thing, where you're walking around and swinging a sword. I haven't got a feel for it. I'm kind of walking around and exploring and solving little puzzle things. And that's all I've gotten. I've only played it for maybe 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. And so I'll have to play it some more and kind of come back on it. But I like it. It looks nice. I like the way it looks.
It's pretty. I saw you playing it briefly.
It's got some cool pixel art, and it's got some kind of little story going on. You can pick between 3 different characters at the beginning. So I picked one. I think they have different items, so I assume they play a little differently. I don't know. I'll have to fiddle around with it and see.
Fiddle. Do some fiddling.
Do some fiddling and see.
Do some fiddling.
That's me fiddling.
That's not a fiddle sound at all.
I couldn't. I did the best I could. I'm very tired.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
It's been a really long day.
It's been a long day.
My back hurts.
Yeah, got to get some sleep. We're old.
Yeah, we're getting old, Dudley.
We're getting old.
We're getting old.
We travel harder.
I'm so old.
Yeah. I'm gonna sleep really well tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Have you played anything else?
I think I played some more Elite Dangerous a little bit.
Yeah.
I was fiddling around with settings.
Playing with the VR.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to upgrade my video card sometime in the future.
Yeah, to support the Vive.
The support to running the heavier games at the settings I would like to run them at. But it's still really cool. I have to play it around with it tomorrow. I may set it up for you tomorrow so you can try it out. Yeah. To get a feel for it.
Set some stuff up for me and leave me alone.
Yeah.
I want to get through Rick and Morty at least tomorrow. And
that one's fun.
That's my main thing, and then I'll have to hit some of the other stuff the next time I'm in.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
VR is cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of VR, so there's a group of modders.
Yeah.
Who made a Half-Life 2 VR.
I saw that. I saw they did that, and I meant to check it out, and then I got busy.
It's not available on Steam yet.
Yeah.
See, it's a weird thing where you need...
It's been greenlit, right?
Well, they're trying to get it greenlit
on
the green light on Steam.
And that'll get it on Steam.
So that you can just click and then load it without having... because right now, you have to have Half-Life 2 to do it.
Yeah.
And so it's a mod for Half-Life 2, but I don't know how you do it now.
Oh, like if it's out and you just have to download it, add it to...
and so they want it. The reason they're doing the green light is to make it really easy for you to
just like a little standalone.
And it does it automatically.
Okay.
Half-Life and all that. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
But I also saw a comment about someone who has played it, and they said, I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I mean But they're your gun is like right in your. It's a first-person shooter, so the setup wasn't made for a VR.
Yeah, it's not.
It wasn't
you gotta adjust the.
The gun is like right in your face.
Really?
So it looks like your gun is up here because it's a first-person shooter.
Oh, that's weird.
I mean, that's the way the gun is placed in a first-person shooter.
That's weird.
So
you can't move it around.
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's
At least
weird.
And that's based on a comment, so I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Or if someone's just trolling.
It's hard to say. So we may have to check that out at some point. Maybe it'll become easy, or figure out where you can get it and try it. Because we have Half-Life 2, so we should be able to play it no problem.
We do have Half-Life. We have Half-Life 2.
We have Half-Life 2. Yeah. So a little bit of VR news there. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking into getting more and more of them. I did play around with the. Did I talk about the Team Fortress Surgeons?
No.
What's it called?
The Surgeon Simulator.
Surgeon Simulator. That's
they have
what
a
it's
VR version of it.
Yeah, they have a little VR scenario free one and it's like I haven't really played Surgeon Sim. I know you have a copy of it. I meant to play it, but I haven't really touched it.
Yeah, I played it. It's fun.
I don't think it's as hard because it's set up to use the Vive controller, and you have to pull the trigger and press the side button to close all your fingers.
Oh, really?
Like on the regular one, it's like
real,
every digit has its own button.
Yeah, you use keys.
Yeah. Well, this one, it's like pointer and thumb is the trigger, and then the
rest
the other three fingers are the side buttons.
So it sounds easier.
It's a little easier, and it's really short. I couldn't get it to work. I mean, it worked, but I could not successfully. I was doing a heart transplant on the heavy.
Yeah,
and I was playing the medic, and I was like busting open his chest cavity with a wrench.
And I've done that one. I've done it non-VR, but I don't remember having any issues with it.
I got it. I got everything out and stuck a heart in there, and I didn't know how to reattach it, and I couldn't figure out the mechanic. And I ended up running through it a couple of times, and I couldn't figure it out. I don't know.
I think you were missing a step.
I'm probably missing.
I remember right.
Yeah,
it's been a while since.
It seemed like I didn't have the tools tools. But I don't know. I had this weird little thing with spikes on it, and I couldn't figure out how to use it. It seemed like I was supposed to stick it to something to shock it or something, but I had no idea how to use it.
I'm pretty sure you stick it to the heart.
I tried, and it wouldn't work. But I don't
remember.
It's weird. It's weird because it's VR.
Yeah, I'd like to play that in VR. That sounds pretty.
It's real quick, so you can probably knock it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
it's one of the things I have to be careful because I'll end up spending hours playing it tomorrow.
It's really easy to do.
And you know, I won't leave.
It's super easy to lose track of time.
Yes, and I don't need to do that. I'd like to play, but I don't need to spend all day playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've already gotten to news a little bit. Did you have anything else you want to talk about before we jump fully into news?
No, I don't think so. I think I've covered everything I've done this week.
Okay. Well, we'll probably ramble about some.
I have some news. I saw a news thing. You probably have this on your list, but I wanted to throw this out.
Okay.
It's about Destiny 2.
No, I don't have this on my list.
Oh, you don't have it on your list?
I saw some Destiny 2 stuff, and I'm like, meh.
Well, here, I saw this weird little news. It's gonna be released on Battle.net for PC.
Yes.
Which is interesting.
Why?
I don't know why. I just, I thought, it's gonna be on PC, it'll be on Steam or something. But no, it makes sense because their parent company, Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, is a parent company of Bungie as well.
Oh, okay.
So, which makes sense. So, really, the only options they had was either Steam or Blizzard. I mean, or EA's Origin is a competitor's company, so they wouldn't be over there. It wouldn't be on the other thing. So, I was like, I just, I heard, it's going to be on PC. I just assumed it would be on Steam.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be on Blizzard.
Yeah.
It's Battle.net, but they're changing the name of it to just the Blizzard
it's just
app.
Blizzard, yeah.
Yeah,
Blizzard.
so I was like, well, that's interesting.
Blizzard launcher.
Yeah. And I was like, well, that's kind of clever. And I thought that was going to be interesting. It's going to be weird to see a game not really made by Blizzard, but
that's on the Blizzard.
On the Blizzard.
And I'm wondering if that's why they're changing the branding on it.
I don't know.
Because it's not limited to just games strictly made by Blizzard.
Yeah, it'll be
games connected to the same parent company.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I was like, okay. But apparently Bungie's still going to maintain all the servers and stuff, and like they normally do. It's just going to launch. The interactive and how you connect with your friends and stuff will all use the Blizzard.
Well, it's one of the things where they already have it all set up. It's just
I was like, okay. It was kind of a surprise, but then once I kind of thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the launcher doesn't cost anything.
It's just,
I mean, you get the game, you get the launcher. Yeah. So it's even Steam, Blizzard, whatever. It don't matter. You're buying the game.
Yeah.
What it comes on. It is annoying when you have, like, 3 or 4 of those different launchers for different things.
Yeah.
Because I got Origins, I got Blizzard, and then Steam, and it's just like... How many of these things do you need?
Yeah. Well, see, I have the Vive port now.
Oh, yeah.
Which is another one. I haven't barely touched it. But,
yeah.
Which is weird to me because, Valve partnered with HTC to get the Vive made.
Yeah.
And so, but then you have Vive port, which connects with Steam, but you can pull in your games through it. And it has its own menu system, and it's cool because it's got a little 3D interface, but it's a little strange. Mm. Yeah. I wasn't running it at first, but then I was playing around with it, so.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you want to guess what the second highest selling console of April was?
Is it the Switch?
No.
Not the Switch.
The second.
Second most. So it's the Switch the most?
The Switch is the most, yes.
Yeah.
What is the second one?
Second
of
most?
All of April.
I don't know. What is it?
You would think it'd be like Xbox One, PlayStation 4.
I kind of was expecting it not to be those.
Yeah, well, was the obvious choice, so they would be the wrong choice.
Yeah.
The NES Classic was the second highest console sold in April.
Weird, okay. Even though a lot of people couldn't get
one.
one.
It's so wonderful that they discontinued it.
Yeah, I know. It's the second most highest selling console in this month, but we're not going to make any more.
Yeah. Nintendo, it outsold the Xbox One and the PS4 in the month of April.
Yeah. Well, because that was all of them. Everyone was scrambling for them.
Everyone was scrambling for them. That affected the numbers, too.
Yeah.
But still, so stupid that they're not making more.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised this time next year they put out more of them. Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised if they do a Super Nintendo one and then, they come back and do an NES Classic run again.
Yeah.
Because it'd be dumb not to.
Yeah.
They'll probably they're gearing it towards the
virtual
consoles and all that stuff, but seriously, they make money off of it. There's no reason not to do it.
You're just mad because you want one and you don't got one.
But I probably won't ever buy one.
Yeah, I know.
Because even if they brought it back, I'm just angry about it.
I'm mad. I don't want to be. But what if
say that? But next year they'll be like, "We brought it back," and I'm like, "Give
it to me now.
Make it rain."
Well, as much as I want the NES, I'm kind of still holding my breath for SNES.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. So maybe this holiday season we'll be going, "Meow!
Yeah, we couldn't get one of these either.
Money,
we wanted to get this, but we couldn't."
Our life is not worth living.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah. So yeah, Nintendo, get your shit together.
Get your shit together. Just get it all in a bag and get your shit together.
No, stop. You can't quote that show.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yes,
but yeah.
What's your problem, Morty?
Yeah, Rick and Morty.
You can take your sentiments and you can just stick them way up in your butthole.
Yeah. Moving on.
I forgot. It was another little game I played.
What'd you play?
Because I got some free games through the Vive port which took me forever to figure out how to set up because you have a card in the Vive box that's just like, go to vive.com/code and punch in this code and you get some free stuff. I'm like, okay.
Swag.
Some like free little games and a free month trial of the Vive port like games. Like they have some kind of monthly subscription where you can get games and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. But you go to the website and there's no place to put in the code. And you have to make an account and there's still no place to put in the code. And it's not until you go and download the Viveport app and then load it up and then dig through some menus that you find the fucking place to put codes in. And I was like, it was so annoying. It took me several days to get around to messing with it.
Yeah.
But the two games I got, one was like an Everest thing. It was big and it was taking forever to download and it crashed on me trying to download it, so I haven't touched that one.
Was it like you're on Everest?
Yeah, I guess, or you're climbing part of it. I'm not really sure. That's what I got, but I don't know because I haven't been
photorealistic.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
You're giving us no
Everest VR is all I know. Okay. But the other one was called Richie's Plank Experience.
Plank?
Yeah, like a plank of wood.
Yeah, okay.
And the idea is you're like you start on the street, like in a city. Kind of downtown area, and then it actually has a setting so like you can go up an elevator and you walk out on a plank off the side of this building.
Oh,
yeah, and it's really cool because they also have a setting so you can and tell you measurements so you can set up a plank on the floor to walk on, so it can match
I've heard
up.
About this game.
Yeah, and apparently, so it's like I haven't gone that far to set that up yet because I don't want to go buy some wood, but
you don't gotta buy no wood. We got wood around here.
Yeah, whatever. And so I just played it normally, and it's weird. Like, you're walking out of that plank, and you can fall off of it. Because I found out because I hopped off it. And I was falling, and you want to talk about a weird experience. It's falling for, like, 15 stories. And I was like, I was trying to sit there and tell myself, I'm not really falling. But I was like, I felt myself wanting to fall down because it felt like I was falling.
Yeah.
And then I hit the ground and died. So I reloaded, but it had 2 other floors. And one of them was like one of them was a firefighting thing.
Yeah.
You come out and you get a hose. Excuse me. You get a hose, and then you have this rocket that you hold in your left hand, and you use it to fly. So you just go, and you just point it wherever you want to go, and point it whichever direction you want to go, and pull the trigger, and it boosts you that direction. So you're like flying around, kind of like Superman. You're just like holding up your left hand and going whee, and you just fly around. It's
for listener, Daniel is gesturing wildly with
my
left hand,
yeah.
going whoosh. So
and it's a really cool mechanic.
Visualize.
Yeah, and it works really well, actually, as a weird movement mechanic where you're just like, oh, I'm flying, basically.
Yeah.
And then, like, you have a hose, and there's, like, little fires in different parts of the buildings and stuff, and you're, like, running around putting out fires. And it's really basic, but just the flying around mechanic was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then the other one was you could do the flying around thing, except you have it drops a colored cloud, so you can draw in 3D space by just flying around. So it's really fun. I was like, boom! I flew around and made a big line of
Smoke.
Of smoke, like black smoke, and then I made it yellow, and I flew around it, started zooming around it, and weaving around it, and creating these little shapes out of like kind of like I was a plane, drawing, "Marry Me" in the sky or something.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I've heard about the plank one.
Yeah,
and that's really cool. And I've seen videos of people.
Yeah,
like,
so I'll have to load that.
That
one's real quick too. I'll have to load that one up for you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see how they develop, different ways like flying around and teleporting and stuff.
Yeah.
To incorporate, your limited moving space.
Yeah.
Especially for the Vive, and it's cool that they're playing with different ideas.
I mean, and I just keep thinking about making my space bigger.
Yeah.
And making it as large as I can. And then...
Yeah, because I was playing and I ran into your chair at one point, and I was like trying to grab something, but I couldn't because the chair was in the way.
I had to go and move it.
Yeah.
It was my fault. Normally I push it further back to the corner, but I didn't quite get it far enough back, so it was inside the space a little bit.
So you ruined the immersion for me. So I was taken out of the world of Accounting Simulator.
And it's always funny, though, when you take it off and you realize you're not facing the way you thought you were.
Yeah, it's weird. I immediately forgot which direction I was facing as soon as I had the mask on.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I knew generally, because you could see the boxes when you first do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I know one's over there, one's over there. I don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
It's cool. If any of our listeners ever get a chance to play with it, do it. It's fun. Unless you get like super motion sickness, and maybe you should. But I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, back to news.
What else? What do we got?
Fractured Butthole.
Fractured Butthole.
South Park Fractured
Butthole. Fractured Butthole.
Is coming out October 17th. They've announced the date.
Nice.
So it'll be out October 17th, 2017.
Okay.
That'll be after about, a week and a half after our birthday. If you want to get us a gift.
I mean, it's not necessary.
It is necessary.
It's not.
I want a fractured butthole.
I wouldn't go around telling everyone that.
What are you talking about?
You want fractured?
I want South Park fractured butthole.
So you want a fractured butthole?
I want a fractured butthole.
Okay.
I don't know what you're making a face about.
No, it's nothing.
Okay.
Nothing to really. You just keep telling people that.
Okay.
You announce it to the world.
I want to make sure people know that I want a fractured butthole for my birthday. Why are you laughing?
Nothing. I was thinking of something funny.
I hope it has to do with...
I was thinking about
South Park.
Funny stuff. No, yeah, sure. It has something to do with that.
Yeah. Other announcements?
Yeah.
They've announced a Battlestar Galactica strategy game for the PC.
I saw that. I was disappointed because there was no gameplay footage.
There is no gameplay footage.
It was just like a little trailer thing.
It's a little teaser thing, but it's apparently set in the first Cylon Wars.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of Battlestar Galactica,
which
as
I
you
am,
should be.
I am.
Especially the new series is good.
Yeah.
Or the new. It's now like what 10
new,
years old.
Yeah.
it's
the more recent.
The reboot is of the show from Sci-Fi. From God, it's just been years.
Yeah, it's been a while now.
But new game coming out.
I'm intrigued. I want to see what it is.
Yeah, the Vive is like kind of like a homeworld, but with Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
So
it's
supposed to be like on a strategy.
Yeah,
game
that's
of some sort.
Paradox.
Yes.
game, the company that made Crusader Kings 2 and 1, and they made a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But they apparently have a game, and again, they didn't put out. They showed had a teaser, but nothing that showed in-game footage of a game that they're making. It's about surviving on Mars.
Oh yeah. The Martian, the video game, basically.
Yeah, it's Matt Damon, the video game.
Yeah, you.
Did we talk about this?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if we talked about it on the show.
It seemed like we said Matt Damon a bunch.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
You play Matt Damon.
I'm sure we talked about it because it seems like
we've made some jokes about this, but I don't think it was on air. I think it was off air.
Oh, was it?
Because I was saying that they should have a mode where you just play Matt Damon.
Yeah.
You don't play an astronaut. You just play Matt Damon who can sound like an astronaut, but actually doesn't know how to do anything.
He has no skills.
He has no skill. So the whole gang is just like an actor stuck on Mars. That should be a mode. Mode in the game. A mold. A mode in the game.
Yeah.
And I'd be absolutely very delighted.
Yeah.
Why are you putting both your hands up? I don't understand.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Oh, you're giving me a signal for time.
Yes, I am.
Got it.
Yeah.
I will keep that in mind now.
Yeah.
That's a different gesture.
Yeah, that's a different gesture.
All right, yeah. So, what's it called?
I have no idea. I can't remember.
You don't even know.
The Martian the game.
Martian the game.
I don't know.
Go find it. I'm sure Matt Damon's involved.
Let me look at. You tell me more about news, and I'll look it up.
I only have one other thing.
Okay. Hit me with it.
I will take it slow.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yes.
This is almost outside the realm of our show.
Okay.
Almost.
We can.
I'll
allow it.
They've announced that they're doing a Witcher drama series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, based off the books, and I get the games because the games are based off the books.
Yeah.
So, I think there are like 8 books now or something like that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
But apparently they're doing a Netflix series. They haven't said whether it's going to be live action or animated. I assume it's going to be animated. Because the guy directing it, one of the guys directing it, directing the episodes or whatever, is he directed some of the cinematics for the game.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of leads me to think it's going to be some kind of animated.
Yeah.
CG or something.
Yeah.
So that could be interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't really got into the Witcher
I
games.
played it for about an hour, and I liked what I saw.
Yeah,
it's just I haven't had time to dive into it.
RPGs take a lot of time.
Yeah, and I have things like Dark Souls.
And I have the Switch to play.
And the Vive.
And then the Zeldas I still need to finish.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Dark Souls 3.
You haven't finished Zelda yet?
I'm almost there.
What are you doing? You were playing it for like 3 weeks before I did.
I'm stuck. I'm supposed to find a electric ball, and I can't find it. I have one, but I need 2, and I can't find my balls.
You're just having all kinds of issues.
What? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Surviving Mars is the name of that game.
Surviving
From
Mars.
Paradox Interactive.
Paradox Interactive.
Yeah.
Okay.
The people who brought you all kinds of great
Is
stuff.
it out, or is it coming out?
They just had an announcement trailer.
Oh, okay. So it'll be out in the future.
Yeah.
At a to-be-announced date.
Yeah, the people, they made the Europa games. They made Stellaris. They made the...
Have I played any of their games?
Crusader Kings.
I did play Crusader
Kings.
Bit, yes.
And 2. City Skylines is theirs.
Oh, I have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
good. They make a lot of good stuff.
A lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah.
A weird mix of stuff.
Yeah.
Not just we make these games. We make a lot of random stuff. That's cool. Cool.
They also apparently have a BattleTech game coming out.
BattleTech.
Yeah, the Mech Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they have a BattleTech game coming out.
Oh, that's cool.
I just saw it on the website.
On their website. Are we just going to websites now? And
that's just what we do.
Talking about what I see. Let's see. Let's search for fractured butthole.
You're gonna find something you're not gonna want to see.
Oh. I'm gonna close.
I'm gonna save this for later.
I mean, I'm gonna delete this.
Are you bookmarking? It really looks like you're bookmarking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Moving on.
Uh-huh.
I have no more news.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, we had a long day.
Yes.
So you want to wrap it up a little early?
What are we rapping? Are we writing a song?
No, I'm not.
Are we laying down a fat beat?
If I start singing right now, it's just going to be the Comedy Bang Bangs.
That's a good show.
Yeah, we
spent
Trey
14 hours in a car. So.
Yeah, so Trey was like, "Hey, y'all should listen. Y'all have a weird sense of humor. Y'all should listen to the Comedy Bang Bang podcast." And so we did that, and it's
it's good.
It's wild stuff.
It's wild.
It's sometimes I didn't know it was going on.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, but it's good. So if you like really weird humor and you like Comedy Bang Bang, you should check out the podcast.
Yeah.
We're plugging stuff for free.
Or just listen to our show.
Yeah.
That's fine, too.
We're just plugging stuff for free.
We're plugging.
Yeah. Comedy Bang Bang.
All right. Now we're singing. Let's wrap this shit up.
All right. Thank you very much for listening. Please go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com.
I think you missed a letter.
No, I didn't. DEAFNDUMB.com.
That's right.
I said it weird, but I said them all.
Okay.
And you can find all the episodes there.
Yes.
Top of the page, you can find links to everything. iTunes subscription.
Yes.
Google Play, because apparently we've got some people over there.
There's at least one person.
At least one person out there listening to it on Google Play. Good for you.
Yes.
Good for you. You be unique. And new episodes every Monday. Every Monday morning.
Yes.
This will go out Monday morning. We're working on this Sunday night. So we can get it out Monday morning.
Yeah. For all you listeners.
For all you listeners out there. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May. And this has been Deaf and Dumb.
I wish there wasn't a fly in my water.
That would be nice, too. Just eat the fly.